wasn't. I blew my
Here
nose.
we are. Well, we're good now. We're ready to go live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Marley Bird YouTube channel. As you can see, I have a wonderful guest here today, Tamara Kelly from the Moogly blog. Hi, Tamara.
Hello, Marlene. Hello, everybody.
So we are here a little bit early than my regular broadcast time for the Yarn Thing podcast because I have to go pick up my mom from the airport. And I'm hoping that we wrap this up so she's not like, I'm not late to get her. I'm always late to pick her up. So she's always like, okay, so I wasn't late last time. My dad was with her. She's like, oh, sure. When your dad's with me, you're not late to pick me up. And so if I'm late this time, she's going to like rake me across the coals. So, hey, we are here. This is a stand-in for the Yarn Thing podcast. So we will say thank you to our sponsors, XRX, home of Stitches Expos. You can join me this weekend at Stitches West at the Santa Clara Convention Center in California. I will be teaching some different classes and hosting the pajama party. And this is my last Stitches for a while, you guys. I'm taking a break to spend some time with my family. I would love it if you're in the area to come by and say hello. So that is Stitches. Creative Bug is also a sponsor, Erin Lane Bags, and last but certainly not least, Yarnspirations, home of Red Heart Yarns and Chic Sheep by Marley Bird, where Tamara and I are both big influencers over there. So we love Yarnspirations. You can see I was videotaping this morning. Look, I still have my camera, or my microphone on. Anyways, so Tamara and I have been working behind the scenes diligently on a little project that Caitlin came up with. So Caitlin had this wonderful idea after the game day. She's like, these mystery make-alongs are always so much fun. And I love that we do them. This is Caitlin talking, right? She's like, I love that we had a guest person come in and help you with the design stuff because it's nice to get a different look, a different feel, and just another person coming in. It always feels good because Tamara, you know me, I'm such a team person that I love working with people. Like it's just my thing. So Caitlin was just like, we should do something. And this year it's leap year. And I didn't know it was leap year. She's like, we should do something on leap day. So when she came here last week or the week before last for a big summit sort of thing with her and Jolene and myself, she was like, we need to do Leap Day. And I think you should have Tamara come and do the crochet version for the Leap Day Mystery Make-Along. And I said, I think that's brilliant. So we called you and you were like, hey, what's up?
And I said, you want this when?
I know, right? I mean, in true Marley Bird fashion, it's like, it's like 2.5, 3 weeks away. You can do this, right?
Right, yeah. But you'll actually need it done. No. 2 weeks before that, so.
Right, as long as it's done before 9 a.m. on Leap Day, you're good. You're golden.
Well, that's the fun of it. I mean, this is a one-day project, so I was able to get it done in one day.
It's brilliant, right?
I know it can be done in a day.
It's brilliant. So if you guys haven't put it together, Tamara said yes to our craziness over here. So because of the success of the game day, because of the success of the turkey trot and the tournament of stitches, we are throwing in Leap Day, and Tamara Kelly is going to design, or has designed, the crochet piece.
Yes.
I'm so thrilled. So first, I want to tell you, thank you for being a part of this. I know that, everybody knows you're a good friend of mine, and I know that a lot of people love your designs, including myself. It's always a treat to work on your designs because they're so, they're fun. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than they're easy, but it makes it fun because they're easy, because it's like, I don't have to overthink. I can enjoy just the crocheting process. Like I love crocheting. I'm knitting on the brain because I'm like knitting all the time right now.
Yeah.
I love crocheting your projects.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you so much.
It's good. So,
I think
it is a fun one, right? So it is a mystery, everybody. So we aren't going to tell you what it is, but we do have a couple of clues to offer to you. But before we do that, Tamara, let's say hello to everybody who's listening in today. There's quite a few people here in the chat room saying hello. It's a mystery. They're like, oh my gosh, it's another mystery. So cute. And everybody's saying hello, Tamara.
Hello.
They're excited to see you here, and two of my favorite ladies. That's from Chris Lopez. So many people here saying hello and saying they're in the house.
Awesome.
In the house.
Yay.
Okay, so the piece that we are going to be making, I did write up a little blog post. I will put a link in the video description box. I'll have to do that, but let's do a screen share and we can go over to the thing we literally just wrote up 5 minutes ago.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, graphics will come later.
Yeah, so let's see what we have here on the screen share. So I hope I'm sharing the correct screen this time. Last night I had an oopsie. But anyways, so I'm over here and this is the URL. And so I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna paste it right here in the chat room. So that way everybody can join in if they want to. That is the URL for the mystery make along, for the Leap Day mystery make along. And if you scroll down here, we made this as quick and simple and easy as possible. Again, because I literally wrote it like 5 minutes ago. It tells you briefly what we're doing. We have an extra day this year because it's leap year. Let's spend it crocheting and knitting together. Why not make something fun for yourself? So let's make this quick. See, I even wrote that down. This project, we're making a wearable. So this is another wearable piece. It is not as big as the turkey trot project. If you remember that, I've also linked to it in case you want to check it out, but it's very similar. That makes you think, right? So it's going to be a wearable similar to the turkey trot. You won't be able to guess it after the first, I'm going to say the first 2 clues, but maybe you might, I'm not sure. The clues will be given every 2 hours. So that's not going to be every hour like we did with the game day. It's going to be every 2 hours. And there's only going to be 5 clues. So that means it's going to go rather quickly. And as Tamara said, she made hers in a day, like less than a day. She did a really good job. Tamara Kelly of Moogly blog has designed the crochet piece, and you guys can check out Tamara's blog right here. Just click on the blue button right there. You can see it's hyperlinked, so you can check out some of her other designs. And then I did the knitted piece. Both the crochet and the knitted piece resemble one another. Truth be told, I actually designed the knitted piece in a different yarn for a different project, and Caitlin has been on me for over a year now to publish it. And that yarn is no longer easy to get in stores. So we switched the yarn up, which we'll talk about here in a minute, but it's the same design. So when I sent Tamara a picture of this design, she made hers similar. Do you want to talk anything about that?
Basically, I did my best to, I mean, crochet and knitting are 2 different things, of course, but I really went for the same look, I think, in the end as the knitted version. But of course, it's crochet, so it's going to be even quicker and easier. A little bit different look, of course, just a matter of the stitches, but essentially, I think a very similar construction, very similar look. In the end, I'd say they're definitely complementary pieces.
I love that. I think that's one of my favorite things is when we're able to make pieces that are so similar together, because it really shows the beauty of like knitting and crochet really being brother and sister. They're not really cousins. Like I think of like quilting and cross stitch and stuff as the cousins of knitting and crochet, but I think knitters and crocheters, like we're brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? We're just real similar. As far as the materials, again, we did keep it very simple. So right here for the crochet version, you will see there are many sizes. Look at this. Tamara loves you guys. She wrote it from an extra small all the way up to a 5X. And we are using Bernat Softy Chunky yarn. I'll link that up here in a second, but you can see the ball size is important here. Okay, so I put in here that the ball sizes are 108 yards, and there's a reason for that because my balls are much larger than that.
We've already
I
made
got
all
bigger
the
balls. So like I got these balls directly from Yarnspirations, and I'm like, oh great, this is easy. It'll just be like 1 or 2 balls.
Right.
And then Tamara has those ones. There's
Also
I was
directly
like,
from your inspirations.
right?
I think we just ordered different sizes. You got
We must have. And so it's important. So in order for us to make sure that we all have the correct yardage amounts, we are deferring to the 108 yard balls. That's what Tamara has. And so all of the listings are written in yardage. So that way, if you're getting the larger balls like mine, you can convert everything over as far as yardage. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, if you're getting the bigger balls like Marley's, I think, let me double check.
I think
you'll only all the way up to 5X, you'd only need 1 ball of each.
1 ball. Like it's
awesome.
Huge. It's a huge ball of yarn. Okay. So Bernat Softy Chunky, that's what we're using. We're using 2 different colors. So you have color A and color B. Color A, for all of the sizes, you just need 1 ball. Okay, so just 1 ball for all the sizes. And you want these colors to be complementary, you guys. You don't want them to be like clashy because they're going to be joined together in the piece. So you want to make sure they're complementary. In color B, we have all the yardage here, but essentially it's 2 balls all the way up to up to the medium, 3 balls from the large up to the 2XL, And then 3, 4, and 5XL, you would need 4 balls. Pretty simple stuff, right?
Yep.
A 12 millimeter hook, and we didn't see that there was like a letter with
It's
that.
not a letter for 12 millimeters, unfortunately. No.
Yeah.
It's one of the bigger sizes, but smaller than the 15 millimeter, which also doesn't have a letter now that I think about it.
Right.
But it's a good size, and Clover Amore
There
has
you
them.
go.
If you're looking for one, if you need one.
Yeah, and I do want to make note that we always list what hook size we use, but you should always have a couple other sizes with you, because when we give you the gauge on the actual day, because we give it to you the day, you want to make sure that you have other hooks just in case you need to change to get your gauge. Okay, so it's always good to have extra hooks with you. As far as notions, a stitch marker is always handy, and then a tapestry needle to weave in your ends. Pretty simple, right? For the knitting version, I'm sorry guys, I only went up to a 3XL, but you do have quite a few options. I went up to 3XL using the same type of yarn. Again, I stuck with the 108 yards. For color A, you only need 1 ball. For color B, it's 1 ball for the extra small, and then 2 balls for the extra small, 3 balls for the small, medium, large, and extra large. And then the 2X and 3X would need 3 balls. Okay, so that's how that broke down. That's the way my math broke down. I'm using
that would be 4 balls.
Did I say 3?
Yeah.
See, it's throwing me up because I'm reading 4, 3, 2.
I know.
And so my brain is like, my brain's like, no.
3, 2, yeah.
Yeah. So it's either 2, 3, or 4 balls. But you can see the yardage there. I feel like I have a piece of fuzz on my face. I can't get off. You can see the yardage there. So just go by what's written. It's 2, 3, or 4. Woo, right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Size 13 knitting needle. I should put on here circulars. I'm going to put on here circulars, 24-inch circulars. I'm going to make that note on there, but size 13, 24-inch circulars, because we will be knitting in the round. You will need stitch markers and a tapestry needle as well. Okay. When does this start? On Leap Day, February 29th, 2020. The clues will start at 9 a.m. Yay. The West Coasters are like, thank God it's not 3 a.m. So it starts. Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 9, 11, 1, 3, and 5. That's when the clues will be given. Where will the clues be? They will be linked right below this post right there. Okay, pretty simple stuff here. I will go in there and make sure I add that 24-inch circular, because if I don't, people are going to be like, you didn't say it was supposed to be circular. And I get it. Like, it's supposed to be circular. So you want to make sure you're using circulars. I'm going to add that. So talk to the people while I add that.
Well, I will say one of the reasons that I did a couple more sizes in the crochet version is because just the nature of the beast, the crochet has a little bit less stretch. So if you are one of those people who likes your garments a little bit looser fitting, then you might want to go up a size. The sizes, however, are based on the Craft Yarn Council standard sizes, I think. So, if you're used to using those when you make crochet or knitted garments, you can probably stick with that size. But like I said, it's a garment and you'll want it to fit. But there's some leeway there. So if you like your things a little tighter fitting, a little more form fitting, then I would say, stick to the written size. If you like it a little oversized, then you can go up a size. It's, like I say, it's a garment, so you want it to fit, but it's also not like a body conscious dress.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's some
right.
There's definitely some leeway there.
Yeah,
for sure. You don't have to worry about, shaping so much or things like that. So
yeah, there's a lot of leeway. I mean, just kind of like what we talked about. I'm sorry, I just double typed something.
Oh, you're fine.
When I was mentioning that it's similar to the turkey trot, there's a little leeway there. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be good. It's flexible. Like I think people will find that it works really well. I'm excited. Like I said, so I made the piece. I used Red Heart Grande for the other piece that I made, guys. And Caitlin, like I said, she loved it. And I made it in one day. And so I know that I can do this one in one day. I'm changing up the yarn. The pattern's written. I just have to change the yarn. And so it'll be fine. Breaking up into 5 sections. You have 2 hours for each section. That's not to say it will take a full 2 hours for each section. Not at all. No. We just broke it up so you have some time in between. Right. And it's run just like all of the other mystery make-alongs that I do, where you will come to that post, that page that I mentioned, the URL. I will have a link there for the crochet and then the time. and that will go directly to Moogly's blog. And then I'll have the link there for the knitting and the time, and that'll go to the page on my blog where it gives that set of clues. After the fact, we will then both publish ad-free PDFs, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, I'm doing ad-free PDF.
Sure.
And then everything will also be linked together on our blogs itself, so you can get everything all in one lump sum, just like we did with the game day, or I did with the game day. So it's pretty fun. This one's exciting because we have Tamara here, and so you'll be going to both of our websites, which is really fantastic for us and for you. And I'm excited. It looks like people are exciting. Looks like people are excited. They are excited. People are excited in the chat room, which is great. You know what? We just want you guys to have some fun with us. So hopefully you'll grab some yarn, grab your hook and your needles, and just sit back. And if you find you have some time, just work up some stitches with us. All right.
And if you've already got plans for that Saturday, like she said, the patterns will be there.
Yeah. I think Caitlin is putting an event together on Facebook. So when that's put together, I will link to that in the blog. If you're part of the Marley's Minions group or in Tamara's group, we'll make sure that we send out the link information there as well. And best of yet, sign up for our newsletters, so that way you can find out any information on those also. I think that's everything we need to tell them. What do you think?
I think so. I think that gets us started. Now we have to go, actually type all this stuff up.
I know. I'm like, so mine's typed up. I just have to make it. We're like reverse of each other. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So.
All right. Well, those are the details, everybody. I will put a link to the Leap Day Mystery Make-Along with Marley Bird and Moogly in the video description box below. It's not there yet. I'll put it there right now, and we're good to go. This should be exciting.
Sounds good.
All right, Tamara. I will talk to you later. And everybody else, if you're in the Santa Clara Convention Center area, come by and say hello. I would love to see you this weekend.
And tell your mom we all say hi too.
I will do that. I have to go pick her. She's like, probably like, she's not going to be here. She's not going to be here. All right. Bye.
Bye.